The Edmonton Oilers won Game 5 against the Dallas Stars, 6-3, advancing to the Stanley Cup Final. The Oilers will face the Florida Panthers in a rematch starting June 4th at Rogers Place in Edmonton. Key moments included early goals by Corey Perry, Matthias Janmark, and Jeff Skinner, with Connor McDavid and Evander Kane sealing the victory. Here's how fans reacted to the game. Philip writes, "Oil back to the final. What a run through some great teams." One Oilers fan writes, "I'm so proud of our boys. It's these moments that hit me right in the feels and the reason that I am a lifelong diehard Edmonton Oilers fan. It makes all the tough times worth it. Let's enjoy this win for a few days and then we get back to work." Lexi writes, "I need the Oilers to win the cup more than I need air." One fan writes, "Disappointing series for sure, but even through the loss, I will back this team. They've had one hell of a season. Just needed to pull it through until the end, but I can't even imagine how exhausted they are. Much love, Dallas Stars, and I'll see you in October." Arch writes, "The Oilers keeping the Stars to just 4 shots in the third period for 3 games in a row and kept Rantanen a non-factor in the series. This team is so good." Dallas Stars write, "For your passion, for your pride, for your love, and for your support all season long. Thank you, Stars fans. We'll see you back on the ice in October." Aaron O'Toole writes, "Is there room on the bandwagon?" Morgan writes, "I simply cannot believe that the Oilers took out the likes of the Golden Knights and Stars in 5 games each, both top-end teams, and they dispatched them both, seemingly with ease. Bring on the Panthers, it's payback time." Brian writes, "I hate that I have to root for Edmonton, but it's so good to see Dallas lose, and Edinger getting pulled was icing on the cake. Now the Oilers are the only ones that can keep a warm weather team from winning the cup again." Many fans turned their attention to the Dallas Stars and speculated about what the team might do next. Travis writes, "Robertson will be traded for a RHD and Ben gone." Jared writes, "Last time we see Jamie Benn playing for the Stars?" One fan writes, "Absolutely love Jamie Benn, but it's time for him to retire and just be a dad. I was hoping since the scoring slowed, his aggression would replace it. Instead, it's all just gone. I want him to retire a Dallas Star. It's time. We need a new leader, but not Mikko." One fan singled out Rantanen, writing, "I said it before. Rantanen is not a leader or a game changer. He isn't worth McDavid or McKinnon money." Some fans criticized Stars coach Pete DeBoer for his post-game comments. One fan writes, "He's lost 6 of 7. DeBoer is throwing his goalie under the bus and reversing it. Tells you everything you need to know about him." Another fan writes, "Peter DeBoer should be the poster boy for why recycling the same names over and over should be a retired practice. Same coach gets lots of talent, the same results, because he never evolves his tactics in the postseason. Every time." Annie writes, "This is so disappointing. You do not throw your goalie under the bus like this. Jake played out of his mind and was driven into the ground. IDK man. Just sucks." Liam writes, "Still feels wild that Jake Oettinger got pulled." Joseph writes, "The Pete DeBoer experience continues to be a wild one. So much success, so close to the finals, such difficult endings." One fan praises Matthias Janmark, writing, "Is there anybody that elevates their playoff game more than Janmark? He does nothing in the regular season, but does everything right in the playoffs." One fan talks about Corey Perry, saying, "Corey Perry has now made it to the Stanley Cup Finals 5 times in the past 6 years. The other year he lost in the first round to the Leafs." Another fan writes, 40-year-old Corey Perry scored more goals than Matthews and Marner combined this postseason." There was lots of talk about Connor McDavid touching the Clarence Campbell Bowl after winning the game. One fan writes, "Why TF did I just McDavid touch the trophy?" David writes, "Panthers touched it and lost, then didn't touch it and won. Oilers didn't touch it and lost, so made sense for them to touch it this time, change it up." Many fans looked ahead to the Oilers versus Panthers Stanley Cup Final rematch. One fan writes, "This series is going to be cinema." One fan comments, "Boring. At least have better teams than these two again." Matthew writes, "I hope Marchand takes the opportunity to lick McDavid." One fan writes, "I hate the Oilers a lot. and there are a lot of guys on that team I would be sick to see win, but Janmark and Klingberg getting one would make me super happy. Another fan writes, the Edmonton Oilers and Florida Panthers are the two worst teams to meet in the Cup final since 2011 too, as far as standings go. Get ready for some boring hockey. John writes, I'm so pumped for this matchup. This is exactly how I wanted it to end up. I don't even care who wins. It's just going to be very entertaining to watch. One fan writes, who TF asked for an Oilers-Panthers rematch. Another fan writes, this Stanley Cup final is going to be so freaking good. Nick writes, this rematch is kind of fire, and I am generally not pro rematches. Mark Carney writes, time to finish the job. One fan writes, Edmonton Oilers kill the Florida Panthers, and you will be reincarnated as Lotus Flowers. Gaff writes, I legitimately want to see Connor McDavid win a cup for Edmonton this year, but man, it would be devastating for both him and the franchise to lose 2 years in a row. Florida is arguably a better team than they were last year. Is Edmonton? One fan writes, Connor McDavid facing the same team that he lost the Stanley Cup to in his first appearance, just to face them again. Remember when Sidney Crosby did the exact same thing and won the second time around? Danielle Smith writes, Connor and the Edmonton Oilers are once again the best in the West. Now for some unfinished business with those kitty cats from Florida, let's bring Stanley home, boys. The predictions for the Stanley Cup Finals began rolling in as well. Jeff writes, if Hyman wasn't injured, I'd pick Oilers over Panthers, but I think they'll really miss him against Florida. Still might pick the Oilers. It's felt like their year ever since the first two Kings games. They are doing everything well, and like Florida last year, very motivated. One fan writes, my money is on the Panthers. Those boys are playing. One fan predicts, Panthers will sweep. Another fan writes, Panthers in 4, please gracias. One fan writes, Panthers smoking Oilers in 5, sorry. Another fan predicts, Panthers in 6. Zenith echoes the same, predicting, Cats in 6. AJ predicts, Panthers in 7. Molly predicts, Big Cats in 7-1. Fan predicts the Oilers will win, writing, McDavid isn't losing twice. Another fan writes, the Oilers are actually going to do it this season. McDavid, go get your effing ring, my dude. Drew writes, Edmonton back in the Cup final. They are coming for vengeance. McDavid looks unstoppable. The Florida House Cats are about to be domesticated. Alex writes, I'm fine with the Oilers bringing the Cup back to Canada, quite frankly. Mike writes, now bring the Cup back home to Canada. Finish the job, Edmonton. Go Oilers, go. One fan writes, Oilers and Panthers again. PLs, don't be a repeat of last year. A Flames fan writes, I'm a die-hard Flames fan. Congrats to Edmonton Oilers. Moving on. Bring the Cup home to Alberta. Alex writes, the Oilers are winning the Cup, BTW. Ryan writes, it's been way too long. A Canadian team will finally raise the Stanley Cup this year. One fan predicts, Oilers in 5, welcome home Stanley. Another fan writes, Oilers in 5, Jingle. He predicts the Edmonton Oilers will win in 6 games, writing, this we can agree on. Oilers. In 6-1 fan echoes the same, writing, Oilers in 6. They're healthier than last time they met. They have revenge on their minds. Another fan writes, Oilers versus Panthers rematch. My prediction, Oilers in 6. Dennis predicts the Oilers will win, writing, plan the parade. No chance they make Stanley Cup final 2 years in a row, just to lose to the same team 2 years in a row. I've seen this script before. Congrats, Edmonton. So, what did you think of Oilers versus Stars Game 5? Who do you think will win the Stanley Cup? Let me know in the comments below. Make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel for more fan reactions. Thank you very much.